Record.
It works. Okay, so we're recording now, by the way. It seems to be working. So, okay, let's start letting people in. Good morning, Grace, Elizabeth, Ian.
Good afternoon if you're in the UK.
Oh, right.
Hello.
Or evening if you're in the in Asia.
In Spain.
Mhm.
I think it's evening in
Yeah.
Portugal.
It could be light attendance day, which is understandable. Is May, they call it May timber around here. Um, it's just basically they call it Christmas in a tank top because you're just as busy
Mhm.
um with all the things. So,
Yeah.
okay.
Which makes me sad that Go Wild was moved to May this year because I'm not going. The timing is terrible. Like May is bananas.
Yeah. It doesn't get any
Yeah.
easier as your kids get older. It's pretty wild. Um,
Surprised they did May again because they got so much backlash last time it was in May. It obviously might have been the only time they could do it, but I know so many people who aren't going for weddings and
where is it?
it's crazy.
It's
It's
in
in Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
And I think people aren't excited about the location either.
It is
So,
the center though. It's kind of the center of
yeah.
the US.
Yeah.
I don't know. I didn't know anything about Indianapolis other than, funnily enough, John Green lives there, which we're gonna see. So that's exciting.
Wait, John Green, the comedian?
John Green, the author.
The author. Okay. Oh, wait, that's Tom Green. That's like a throwback to my youth.
But we have no nerd fighters in here. John Green, Hank Green.
Hmm.
No? Oh, good. Maybe it's
Who? No, what fighters?
their like fan base are called nerd fighters.
Okay.
The
So
Green
you're saying
brothers.
Foo Fighters. It's like, well, I know what that is. Okay. I have been introducing my daughters to a lot of great music, like from my era. And my middle daughter has amazing music taste. And I compliment her. I'm like, you have an amazing music taste. Like she doesn't just, she listens to everything, but she like listens to like cool music. Like I have this whole um playlist. I feel like Grace would be into this too, but I could be wrong. It's called It Just Takes Some Time, but it's like Jimmy Eat World, um, Snow Patrol, The Killers, Green Day, The Fray. Like I feel
That
like
was like,
they know like the
that was
cool
like my
stuff.
music.
What'd you
I love
say?
that. That's what exactly like what my playlist is from
Yeah,
throwbacks.
yeah. They love it. And they like found it on their Oasis. They like found it on their own. I was like, y'all have good music taste. I mean, they like new stuff too, but it just makes me happy. So, okay, well, I feel like it could be pretty light. Let me see if there's anyone else trying to get in. Doesn't look
Yeah,
like it.
because did Valerie say she was going? I think
She
she
said
said
she
she was
was
going to try going.
sick, but yeah, I might listen in.
We'll just watch if anyone tries to
Yeah,
join. But thank
and
you
we're a
for
little bit.
making it. We know this one was
Yeah.
a bit more last minute.
Okay. So, and obviously during the summer, we'll do our best, but I know people start to travel a little bit too. Um, a little bit lighter. I just want to go through Slido. If anyone wants to add anything on Slido right now, or we can skip Slido since we're a light group. We can just chat. Is it summerish where you are?
I think it's supposed to be 107 on Wednesday in Austin.
That's why I left Texas. Yeah.
Yeah. It's been beautiful though. Like we haven't quite hit the summer heat, but we've had some summer thunderstorms with it like 80 degrees but raining and thunder, and it's really lovely.
We've
Actually,
had a
really.
lot of that too. We've had rain every day. And I mean, we typically get storms that come from Texas. I'm in Alabama. And
Mhm.
I planted like a really amazing rose bush. It's called the Peggy Martin. If y'all are ever looking for a
Hmm.
rose that requires absolutely no maintenance and is like almost like a weed, just FYI, it's amazing. But it like rains every day here. And I'm like, perfect. I don't have to water that thing. Don't even have
Mhm.
to like, I can ignore it. So we've had a lot of rain and it was a little bit cooler, but Texas is like extra level heat. I grew up there. It's extra level.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's gotten worse too, I think.
Mhm.
And I've lived in DC suburbs before, and I know it's humid, but you get a little bit of a longer spring.
Yeah,
So
for sure. I am visiting my boyfriend right now in New York. And I was not expecting it to be as hot here as it is. Like we were walking around all day yesterday, and I was like, I did not prepare adequately for the heat here also.
it's pretty humid in New York too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
That's
feel like
super
that's
fun. Does
what
he live
it's
in the
like.
city?
Yeah, he lives in Brooklyn.
Okay, that's
Mhm.
fun. I love New York. Okay.
I visited New York once and it was in the winter and I was not prepared how cold it was. It was January and it was like
Oh
I
yeah.
did not bring a good enough coat. The people I
Yeah,
was
that's
staying
cold.
with were like giving me like gloves and coats. They were like, that's not gonna cut it in this
Yeah.
weather. And I was like,
I feel
what?
like every city that I've lived in Richmond, Virginia, DC, and here, and I feel like city winters hit so hard because like the tall buildings make every street like a wind tunnel. So it's
Yes,
just
that
like cold
wind.
and like wind is crazy.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, here in the UK, it's absolutely stunning right now, and we have not had like a summer like this in years, and I just can't actually believe like you see how bright it is out. Look, I got the door open. That's like unheard in the UK. It's 20 degrees, which I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit, but
Not warm enough to call summer.
yeah, that is
We were
like our
going
summer.
through, I was going through pictures for Mother's Day. I lived in England for 7 years, and my girls are like, "Did you ever like wear dresses?" I was like, "No, it was always cold." But they were like super enchanted by the wisteria, which I think we caught a little bit of when we visited a couple years ago, but like that is just extra level beauty. So we want to go back. I'm also making them watch all of the Jane Austen film adaptations. And they were really pushing back about watching the Pride and Prejudice Keira Knightley, which came out when I was like in college, but now they love it. And then we watched the new Emma on Amazon Prime, maybe. It's hilarious. They loved it. So then I'm like, I told my husband, and he's willing to watch all that stuff because he was a lit major. So I'm like, this is gonna be the summer of all the Jane Austen like movies because they're kind of hooked now. So
Ian in the comments, he obviously can't speak right now, but he
yeah.
says it's a thunderstorm there at the moment and the midterm election. Oh gosh.
I'm sure that's bad. Okay. Well, let's use our time well. Okay, so launch wise, May 14th, obviously, summer. Do we have any questions about that? You guys got a lot of goodies. Okay. Good. Any surprises or anything we should know about, Haley?
Oh, good question. Not that I can think of right now. Remember the personalization. If anyone gets any questions about it, it's gonna add as a separate line item in the cart. So they'll have the regular price of 30 whatever dollars it is, and it'll add as a separate line item for $7. There's no character limit at the moment. So
Wait. Did I miss that there's personalization? Did you just say that?
yes.
What?
Are we
Wait,
talking about-
so back, what is that?
Okay, so you guys are not reading my blogs. I'm
Well,
joking.
did it go on the blog today?
Yeah, just today.
I haven't
So
looked yet.
I don't think we shared this when we were. I don't think I knew this was happening when I shared the actual notebooks. So now I do. If you remember the midnight gray floral and the midnight black floral, both of
Yeah.
those can be personalized with a name or phrase on the front of the cover. So if you look at the video on socials today and then check the blog, it'll explain it more. But just in case, the few questions I'm seeing come up right now is one, is there a character limit? No, we've not got a character limit. But I'm guessing like if someone goes wild and it's not a possible, they'll probably get an email, but I can't imagine there's going to be any problems. And then there's 4 fonts for them to choose from, and they'll get like each font, they'll see how it looks like on the notebook and all of that. So that's just about that. Sorry about that. I forgot that we didn't know about it the last meeting we had.
No, it's all good. I'll go back and read the blog after this.
I had one question about that. Like if somebody does order that, I assume that it will take longer to ship if they have that.
It says right now on the website an extra 2 days of processing if they're doing the personalization. But also we have usually around launches, we say that it might take a little bit longer anyway. So
Mhm.
like we say 3 to 5 days on a standard, it might be a little bit more because it's a summer collection, and it might be a little bit more if we've got personalization.
Right. Okay.
Cool.
But I can't think of
Um,
anything right now.
And just a reminder that our summer, like we are going to be changing the formula for fall with inks for stamping. And I'm bringing that up because my daughter was stamping some gift bags for her party with the antique rose, and like it was hours before it was still
Yeah.
wet. So I was like, well, let's leave these overnight. She struggled with stamps. I don't know if, yeah. So I'm hoping that the new formula makes it almost easier to stamp too.
And
Anyway,
the blue ink in the new stamp one is very wet. Like a very, so I'm guessing that's the original.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah.
midnight blue ink is the, okay.
Yeah.
okay. June Kit Club Above and Beyond. Y'all receive those who are receiving them, right? Or no?
I received, I didn't receive that one. I received an antique floral and
Okay.
a previous one, but not the hot
Okay.
Evelyn one.
Elizabeth, you're on, so that was on my to-do. You're on the Kit Club list, right? Are you on the Kit Club list, Grace? I'm trying to remember. You're not. Okay. So the next one is
Can we check into
my
that? 'Cause I
mind is thinking, I literally have it written in front of me. I was just reading through my notes. Is
we were
Nature
gonna send
Club.
the next one.
What's
We
that?
might want to check that because I remember at last meeting we said we'll send the everydays and the current Click Club. So I wonder what happened there. It might
Yeah.
not have sent.
It could have been that they weren't in the stock, like they weren't in the store when we made the order, and then she didn't follow up, but I'll look.
Yeah, because I
At
got
this
the
point,
previous months.
yeah, they would have
I
been in
used them
there.
in my project.
But at this point, though, if this, I mean, it already launched,
Yeah.
so it may not be worthwhile sending. What do you think, Haley? Just skip to July.
It's hard. Are you all if you're all using the month to month in your journal? Oh, I guess you have the everyday kits one. So yeah, let's just make sure to get ahead on the next one that's
July.
coming out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I know August is not, like we just saw the finished production for it. So I know that that's not in the store yet. So it could only really be one at a time. Okay. So that's Nature Walk. I don't know if you want to show it to them when we do a little show and tell. Do you have it easily grabbable, Haley?
What is that? Sorry.
The Nature Walk one?
Kit.
Yeah.
I don't have those with me. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. It's cute. Hiking theme. It's adorable. Okay. And then the other thing that's launching in June. So that July Kit Club launches 6/5, you know, typical beginning of the month. Sunset sale is scheduled for 6/25. We do this every year. It's a little bit earlier. Sometimes it usually hits in July, right? But I'll let Haley share if she has any marketing things she wants to share. But in terms of product, there's going to be a new sticker book. And what we did was, we will hopefully continue this volume, but like the team and I, like we put together a bunch of stickers that go way back, kind of span. There's some newer ones and older ones, and it's just like a sticker book, and it's like so fun. So that will be like a new product that we'll have that launches during the sunset sale. But I'm not sure what kind of offering the sale will be. If Haley has any idea or doesn't want to share that yet, that's fine too.
No, we're gonna get that confirmed annoyingly, I think next week. So I'll have hopefully more information to share for you soon. Because what will happen, we'll get a staggered information. We'll get the information of like what's the top percentage off and bottom percentage off, so we can start all of our marketing bits. And then it's only going to be probably 3 weeks out that we actually learn what's going to be on the sale. But as far as I know, everything could be included apart from the everyday collection and the current seasonal collection. So that'll be summer. Summer won't be included and everyday collection won't be included. So everything else is probably free game. It means that spring will probably be discounted and anything back from that. So it doesn't go as hard as Black Friday, but it is like our other biggest sale of the year. So I expect to see some good discounts. And like Vanessa said, the thing this year that's exciting is there's going to be this sticker book, and I did get to see a few of the sheets in it, and it's you. I don't know if you all remember the earlier kits, the ones that used to come in the little cardboard boxes before we moved to the kit club. Some of them are the sticker sets from those, which is really exciting. There's some like old seasonal collections. There's a good a really good variation of all of our different types. So some of the bigger ones, but some of the smaller ones as well. So I'm really excited about that book.
And we did like non-foil and foil. So there is a mix of both. I think we kind of did an equal amount. It may not, in the end, it might have been like close to equal. So there are some foiling stickers in there too. And they're really varied. There are some seasonal items. They're wintry, but spring, fall, like it's not totally seasonal, but obviously we have such strong seasonal launches. Okay, so that's
Is it the same size as the sticker sheets, but they're just gummed at the top? So it's basically a
like them.
reprint of existing sheets.
yeah, I guess so. I mean, it's hard for me to tell because I don't have it physically, but it's like a
Okay.
book. I think it's bound, I'm pretty confident it's bound on the left side.
Oh, was it? I
Oh.
thought, oh, maybe you're right.
It looks really cool.
Interesting.
It has like a pretty cover and a box. So it just
Will we be receiving that, or will we need to purchase that during the?
Good question. I've not seen it. I've not even got samples yet. So
God.
I don't know if this is going to be a last minute thing.
God.
So
Okay.
we'll
That
just
might
have to
be
play it by
nice.
ear, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm gonna let Haley walk through the subscription box. I'm trying to remember I know Grace doesn't have it. Do you have this one, Elizabeth? I think you do, right? Okay. Well, this is kind of for everyone else. You're welcome to comment.
I have not opened individual boxes. I've been waiting to do like
Yeah.
a first impression, but I know what's in it, and my gosh, I'm excited.
I'll also share with you after this meeting the 4 items. I think it's 3 or 4 items that are getting previewed, and I'll give you the date for the preview and then obviously the reveal date. So the first thing is this folio, which is absolutely gorgeous. So you're able to clip the paper onto the front, and when you open it, it's got a pocket inside and then lined paper on this side. Now, I accidentally ripped mine out. Hopefully that's not happened to anyone else. I did that accidentally. So I might see what I can do with that, because I don't know why I did that. But it does all fit on the front if you wanted
Yeah,
to
so
just
you could clip it in the front. Yeah.
But I'll play around with that. They do have extras of these in case that happens to anybody else, but nobody else has received. I think I was just a bit heavy-handed when I opened it. I was like, oh, paper. So then the main notebook of the box is this A5, and it's a bee.
It's a
Oh,
white
honey.
foil.
What do you call this? A bee's nest?
Honeycomb.
Hive. It's a hive.
Hive. Yeah.
Hive. That's the word.
Yeah.
On a
The book
tree.
is called Beehive.
And then why is this so cute? It has a little bee, 2 bees on the back.
It gives me Winnie the Pooh vibes. So that's what I thought it
Totally.
was.
Yeah, with the color choice too.
And then the paper on the inside is actually purple dotted. Can you see that?
Lavender. Yeah.
Mhm.
So if I like put it against white to show you like really how purple that is. So that's exciting. And then the other notebook in the box is B6.
And it's called Honeycomb.
Thank you.
Love.
And this has the vector of the original bee design in there, which I think people will really love because that was a really popular design. On purple, this is white dotted.
You show us the end page too.
Yeah, I just realized I didn't do that on the other one.
Yeah.
That's like a nice honeycomb design. And then the A5 was, oh my gosh, little bees. And
So
then also in the box, we have stamps. This is also still the old ink. But what is a little bit different is the block has a square grid on it. So it's easier for lining up. You'll probably know all about these, Elizabeth. You use stamps
Yes.
a lot.
And
we
it's
are gonna be-
bigger. I love
Yeah,
this.
we are going to be selling acrylic blocks with grids since we're going to be selling the ink separately and blocks separately come fall. So we do have the
Perfect.
in multiple size. I think it's a set of 3. I know it's a set of 3, yeah.
And the
Yes.
reason that it's long is because the stamp set is lots of letters, so you can.
You have no idea how much I've been dying for Archer and Olive to do alpha stamps so I don't have to mix brands. You know, like I can do Archer and Olive exclusive stamping instead of like stealing from other companies to do
I
alphas.
know. I feel you on that
Oh,
one. The only thing we need now is like fine liners, and I feel like I just would never have to use another brand again in my
Yeah.
video. Okay, and then the pens of this box are the duographs again. This in these colors. You can see them there. The branding of like the colors of this one is absolutely stunning, like all the purples and the yellows. I'm really excited for this one. And then the sticker sheets, you get 4 sticker sheets. You get 2 of the more planning ones that does have dot grid and it's matte, so you can write on them. But then there's also these ones which are the not vinyl, like the more plastic
Clear.
ones. You can't write on these, but the backing's see-through, so they
Clear.
blend into the page. And then, oh, if I don't drop it, we have washi tape. One thing to note about this, in the box, there will be an empty tape. It's just a placeholder to stop it from moving around in the box. But I remember when I opened it, I was like, oh, am I missing a tape? But no, you have the regular 4 tapes and then it's that just as a placeholder. So if you're doing an unboxing, you can mention that like it's there to keep them steady rather than you're not missing a tape or anything like that. And then these are the 4 designs. You have the honeycomb and the yellow small one, some purple florals on blue, some white florals on purple, and then some sunflowers on the end. If you open it up the right way, you don't see this, but I always, for some reason, open them upside down so I don't like ruin my box. That's why I noticed. And then the final thing is a pen pouch. It comes in a little, and then it's one of those, I don't know if you've seen these before, but it's one of those pouches that like wraps around the notebook. So you can imagine you've got your pen in there. And what I do is put it on this front page. So I'll just show you how it works really quickly. So then you can take your notebook and your pen pouch easily together. You can flip it over the whole thing. It does fit, but I just prefer to have it so you can actually open your notebook whilst it's on. And
This
that's
is
everything.
probably one of my favorite boxes. Like whoever designed this really, like the stationery pieces are so functional. And
So
the stickers are totally my style with the functional hexagons and then the clear stickers. Like it's so good.
I'll have to tell so the designer on our design team, we have a sisters, and the older sister, the younger sister is the boss, but the older sister, so we always joke about that. But anyway, I think this was really the first box, this designer, and of course we have multiple designers, really took ownership of, but she's actually by trade, she's a painter, like real medium paint, and she does a lot of floral, a lot of colors. So I feel like that, I mean, I'll give her that feedback. Of course, she'll be
I
excited.
feel like I can see that peeking through in like all of
It's-
the.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. She might have painted and then digitally designed it, if that makes sense.
Yes, yeah.
That's like very her.
Like it's just absolutely gorgeous. I think this folio has to be my like favorite item, but let me just check. If I can find it quickly, I'll let you know here what the ones are we can reveal if it loads.
Okay, and so while she's doing that, really the next thing would be blog update. So that requires Haley. Let me
Yeah, there's not much to update on the blog. I'm still really behind. Remember, I promised you I was getting ahead. It's been so busy. But they are steadily going up. And what I've been doing is just messaging you, letting you know when they're going up, but it's just not being able to send out that. So we'll be revealing the washi tape, the A5 notebook, and the stamps. So let me just, I'm going to prep that for you. I'll send that after the meeting.
Is that the June 1st Are we on it? Do you guys do it like right or before billing, right? So it's like May 30th or something like that.
It'll be a little bit before then, so the preview is going to be on. This is where we see. Okay, we're in June. We're not in June. We're in May. So the preview will be in the 23rd of May, and that's when you can show those 3 items
Okay.
later in the day. I'll put the names up again. Like the 2 people who get it sent early get a little bit of time ahead of the other people. And then the actual full reveal will be somewhere around, I don't know what day it's launching right now, but I'll check in on that and I'll have it all sent in message after this meeting. Sorry, I should have had that to hand. I just kind of, it wasn't until I was like, what am I showing today to Vanessa? And she was like, Subbox. And I was like, oh my gosh, that's literally in 2
Mhm.
weeks. How's that come so fast?
I mean, really fast.
Yeah. Summer's gonna fly. Well, I wish we had more to reveal, but we always have to have something to reveal next month. So next month, I think hopefully we'll be able to do the Everyday Deluxe collection, which is basically planners. And there's new notebook, but it's a really, really important launch because you're going to see some patterns show up a little bit later, just on the design,
Oh.
in case you're curious. We are beginning our Advent and our December sub box. So it's wild. Like, so yeah, at some point we're hoping to be a full year ahead so that we're basically
Wow.
almost planning the thing during the season that it's in, but it would be the following
Mhm.
year. So it's kind of a weird concept there. Okay, well,
I
if
feel
you,
like it feels like like when you're filming content for summer and spring, it feels like you're losing your year when you do that. So it'd be nice to
Mhm.
be like, if you're a full year ahead. You could be like filming summer and summer, it's just a year before.
I don't think
That's
you'll be that far ahead because we're just
no, but
developing new lives.
I can think about it.
I always look back to high school because I worked at a retail store and we would go to market and we would be shopping for Christmas stuff in a completely different season. It was just a weird, I always
Yeah.
thought that fashion
Mhm.
would be like that too, So
Mhm.
What we can share is though, like if you remember that it was called the Everyday Collection or Professional Collection, it was called, sorry,
yeah,
last year. So
Everyday Deluxe.
what was the called the Professional Collection last year? It's going to be changed to Everyday Deluxe. So there's going to
Okay.
be some changes in what's offered, but what is offered is definitely the undated planners, and then we've not seen them yet, but so I won't share much about it because I don't know. It's
Oh, I
just
know. In case you just
more
want to. So there will be like really high quality journal covers, so not like clear, but like printed journal covers, and then the hard covers that the notebooks that associate with the planner, so that you can get a notebook versus the planner, journal covers. So and they're really beautiful. And there's 2 different styles that kind of hint towards our vintage style, one more towards celestial kind of vibe. So they kind of go, but they're really beautiful and bold and would look good in a desk sort of category, professional.
And that's sometime in July.
And it's July launch. Yeah. And then we'll get
So
straight
we'll
to
share.
that.
I should have all the samples for the next meeting,
Yeah.
and hopefully, more people to show everything to.
And then the last sub box is going to Grace and Ian, I believe. I think I have that right. And that one is, I'm not going to give you any hints, but it's like totally different from summer. So I'm glad that Elizabeth got that one.
I think you nailed it. Like how you
I
allocated.
think Jerica got
it's
it
perfect.
and she was really excited. She said summer's always her favorite. So
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
always hard to pick as well because, like, obviously Vanessa's getting more ahead now, but we don't always know what's coming when we're picking people for boxes, and we're like, oh, we think this is her, like
Especially
this
in the
person.
first round. I get a
Yeah,
little
this
bit
person's
easier
person.
towards summer and fall is a little easier because we know you guys a little bit better. But like
Yeah.
Yeah.
December, it's like, we're just guessing here. So
Mhm.
all right, well, I think we could wrap this up. And I'll get it loaded. That sometimes takes me, 24 hours. And then a win is good for June. And we'll carry on, but hopefully the launch will go well. Let us know if you need any support there. I know we're really excited. I feel like there's just a lot of excitement about this summer launch. Maybe more than spring. I don't know. I'm not sure if that's what you're feeling, Haley. What are you thinking?
I'm more excited for this one because it's like so my vibe, like this whole collection. It's like
Yeah.
Halloween and summer, so I love
Yeah.
it. A
It's
dark
beautiful.
night.
The illustrations on the stickers are just kind of mind-blowing to me, especially that midnight floral.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm excited for this
And
one.
honestly, I got a lined of each book, so like just an A5. And I was blown away by the Firefly Night. It was so pretty. The shimmer,
Mhm.
like I hope that captures well because I thought it's a sweet little icon, whatever, but like actually like the book was just really stunning. I was really blown away by that. But my girls were fighting over the raccoon.
I think the raccoon's probably going to be a top seller. I wish I had picked that one.
I don't
You
know.
have
I
to
don't
buy
think
that one on
so.
Wednesday.
You guys all wanted the moon. So I think that that's what we're all predicting is the moon. Hey,
Yeah.
Jerica, we are about to wrap up. So you'll get to see the recording, but feel free and say hi. We're just talking about what
Our
summer.
favorite summer.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys. Not
Okay.
feeling my best.
Well, and also sub box. We did a little sub box reveal, but you have that. So
Oh, yeah. It's beautiful. It's really beautiful.
all
I hope
right.
everybody loves it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll share some more information in chat about when you can share the sub box. So,
All right. Well, I'm gonna check in on those. I'll work on getting an order for the Kit Club and then
yeah, thank you everyone for joining. I
All
also asked, is anybody here going to go wild? Are you going, Elizabeth?
Skipping
You're
it
not.
this year. But I
Okay.
do think Archer and Olive should be paying attention to Chicago Planner Conference.
We are sending something there this year. So it's going to be like our first dipping into this one. I think we've got something getting sent to Chicago for that one.
It is
Um,
getting bigger and more popular. So
But they're doing it well. They're growing well. So it's
yeah.
exciting.
And they're very well administered. Like they're so precise and well organized. So hopefully, yeah.
I will pass that on because it would be
Yeah.
great to know. Okay. Well, we'll see you next month, hopefully, with more exciting things.
Yay.
all right, thank you.
Sounds
Thank you
good.
guys.
Thank you
Bye.
guys.
Feel better, Jerica.
Thank
Feel
you.
better.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye.